Hopefully I did that right. I'm not stream, so that's not the game for a long time. Please go through. Right, let's go. Alright. I think they're just talking now, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just talking. Panel starts in 28 minutes. Alright. What can I do in the meantime? There's gotta be something I can do in the meantime. Please just do something with Megaman. I'm begging you. Begging you.
Wings of ruin. You don't understand. They're ambuloses. We can't let you interfere with our plans. That's the monster Retzel. You suppose he saw this coming? He won't let you awaken it. So, you're going to be born, huh? Over the last 25 years, Resident Evil has continually changed and evolved as Capcom has tried different mixes of survival horror and action gameplay. With Resident Evil 7, Capcom swung for the fences with a first-person perspective and more classic, horror-focused gameplay. Its sequel, Resident Evil Village, evolves that idea to make something that feels very different from its predecessor, but which is just as engaging. Though the perspective and the mechanical underpinnings are the same, Village branches off in its own direction from RE7, capturing some of the things that were great about that game. Well, resisting people's drinks and breath, while still fighting things because it's a less horror-driven cat.
Oh, I'm not trying to do that.
Resident Evil while maintaining a keen grasp on some of its core tenets, finding new ways, or reviving old ones, of getting under your skin and ratcheting up the tension. As has been pretty clear for a while now, Resident Evil Village is Resident Evil 7 through the lens of Resident Evil 4. When the latter was released back in 2005, it totally revamped what the franchise had been up to that point, swapping the earlier game's slower survival horror focus for a more fast-paced action approach, trading darkened corridors and jump scares for adrenaline-fueled panic. Village adds to RE7 by taking its cues from the faster, panickier RE4. It's again played from a tight, closed-in, first-person perspective, and it still often focuses on slower movement and exploration. But Village's approach is distinctly more action.
I feel like I'm missing something. Is it chat? Hold on. I'm not the biggest streamer, but hold on a second.
In such a different direction. Village picks up.
So I have to do something I've done before. Hold on. There could be one or two people typing to me, and I'm just sitting here looking at my screen. Oh, I was not prepared for this, but I still have time. Brain function, please, my God. Okay, let's get chat in here first.
Chris and his team bust into the couple's house and drag Ethan and baby Rose off. Ethan wakes up.
That's the best way to do this. Think. My God. Losing my mind. Alright, let's try this. There we go. Oh my God. I'm like, are people typing? I'm like, sorry guys. Hey, of course I remember you. What's going on? I'm trying to get my setup straight, so don't you worry about it. We're gonna be fine just a minute, alright? Just hold on. We're going home. Going home. Yeah, I'm coming. You said, well, dude, where's Legends? I mean, if they don't show anything Legends related, we can play some Legends before. So It's time to spend some time alone. Time alone. I thought I had this set up. Come on, man. Let's see. All right. Focus. Focus. All right. What am I trying to do right now? Everything's like. Why do you guys even watch me? That's the thing. Oh my God. Anyway, hold on a second. Jesus. Okay. So that's good. I need my check, but I have that set up. Wait. Matter of fact, I got this. I got this. Something to think. Something to think. Shinji, what's going on? I can't see you right now, but haha. We gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. Okay, so I'm gonna get that here. Okay, cool. Now I can see you guys typing. That's great. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Nothing started yet, so I still got time. Okay. Gotta move a lot of stuff around here. This is dumb awkward. Fucking middle school again. So what am I watching? So if you don't know, where's that shit at? You can probably see this, but I can't see the chat. I'm a massive Megaman fan, and if they do anything with Capcom, anyway, as I was saying, yeah. So I'm reacting to the E3 Capcom because I like Capcom.
You're often dodging attacks as a monster. What will you have after 500?
Said who's Megaman? Get out. Get out.
You, Vegito. I'll still have you.
You don't Megaman and JJ. Don't play me. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good. I can pause that because nothing's going on. They said it was starting at 5, but they're talking about Resident Evil. We know about that already. Oh! Alright, so screen's gonna go black for a second. You said the tag on Twitch. What is it? Dragon Ball Legends? Okay, so the tag on Twitch is Dragon Ball Legends. Let's fix that real quick. God damn. I can't do nothing right. God damn. Alright, we're gonna fix this together. Hold on. We're gonna fix this together. I got you. Come here. Come on. Alright, so let's fix that tag real quick. So we're not streaming Dragon Ball Legends, obviously. What category would I even put this under, guys? That's the thing. What category? Is there an E3 category? What? There's no E3 category. Dokkan, nah. I'm thinking some more, you know, some more like that. This is a Capcom game, technically. So technically, one day we'll be big enough to have a Nindo category. One day. One day. Bocario, my I give you the kiss on face! I've not seen in a very long time. Alright, so that's good. That's doing nothing. Oh my god, brain. Okay, alright, so let's get this off the screen. Because we're not seeing anything here. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. We're gonna get this off the screen. Black. Okay. And until your boy Nindo gets a better setup, let's do this the Nindo way. Let's do this the Nindo way. Alright, so the Nindo way is... embarrassing me. Come on, get on the screen. Come on. Come on. There we go, that's the Nindo way. Alright, so... let's bring that down, bring that down, bring that down, bring that down. Okay, cool, cool. You said, Nindo, are you having a good day? I mean, so far, yeah, I haven't eaten anything, but... food is irrelevant, right? Okay, so the Nindo way is lagging. That's not cool. That's not cool. Let's go back. Let's go back. You said, Nandi, can I ask you a question? Sure. Window. JHR, what's going on, boss man? He said, eat some food clown on stream in front of you guys? No. I have boundaries, motherfucker. Anyway, let's go back to that way. I just want to see some Mega Man. That's it. That's it. Like, everybody knows about Resident Evil already. It's fan service. Ugh. Fan service. God. Too much fan service, if you ask me. So just turn the webcam off? I'll turn the webcam off, just for you. Matter of fact, I'll turn into a VTuber. Because VTubers are hot these days. What if I VTube right now? How do you make a VTube? I mean, I'm gonna stop right there. Hi, Stray, what's going on, boss man? Fabian said, go make a sandwich with some chips in it. Yo, that low-key sounds fire. Like a burger with some barbecue chips in it, that would hit different. I'm not gonna hold you. That would smack. Anyway. Now the big stream is Bandai tomorrow. I'm hoping Bandai does something poggers. If not, I'm gonna cry. You said Nindo X weird as fuck? Of course. Being normal is for losers. Imagine being normal. Anyway, let's continue trying to fix this. Tet, what's going on? So, by the way, get some sleep for the tomorrow. You see, I'm probably not gonna get sleep for tomorrow because,
37 for the franchise at one.
Don't you cut me off?
Thankfully,
Don't you cut me off? Talk with me. Cause I gotta grind for Legends. I'm trying to hit top 1K still, so I'm in 1,000 different places at once, but that's just a Nindo way to do stuff. So. Now, let's get this chick off my screen because it looks really awkward. 1 second. Let's pull chat in the middle. Yeah, let's pull chat in the middle here. That's better. See who actually likes VTubers? Like, I'm sure there's people that like VTubers, right? VTubers are cool. Don't judge VTubers, alright? Everybody's cool in their own way. If you're making content and people are enjoying it, you're cool. If they're not enjoying it, you're still cool. If you're like me, you probably do something else with your career, but yeah. Okay. Alright, what am I missing here? That's fine. Okay. Let's get live with this again. Okay. And now, just want something for Capcom. I just really want something for Capcom. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit.
Resident Evil has had many faces, and even
turn the music off. Let's see what it sounds like when I turn the music off. Music off. Now it's awkward.
Redefine itself over and over again. Being everything from a teeth-grinding horror madhouse to a co-op over-the-top Hollywood action romp to, most recently, an absolute thirst trap. Wow. I've seen the franchise take detours into different genres, set pieces, and concepts. Some more successful than others. And everything the franchise has attempted, accomplished, and even failed at is in Resident Evil Village.
Can I sit like this the entire stream and just look at my screen? Can I do that? Is that allowed?
Debatable entries.
I could do that, right?
Village is the most Resident Evil game of them all. Let me break this down. The foundation of Resident Evil Village lies on, well, the actual village. It's a sprawling maze-like area with dead ends, locked doors, and obtuse paths. But as the game progresses, it connects to the other areas, unraveling new ones to be discovered, rewarding the player with keys and items that compel them to backtrack and gain score. This was a trope defined by the franchise's soul. Was popular, and it was a revolution for horror games, and the first to define a genre.
You said, Nindy, the video is delayed and it's at 2 FPS? That's a quality stream right there, right? That's the content you guys come for, correct?
By giving the player very limited resources
right?
And enemies that soaked up that precious ammunition. It was a slow-paced slog.
Okay, so this stream right now they're talking about Capcom. So if you want to pause, they're talking about old Capcom games. So we're gonna pause that. Basically, what people do is that different gaming companies stream. I paused you for a reason. Anyway, so basically what happens is different gaming companies stream the E3 and try to, like, what word am I looking for? They try to break it down in their fashion, the best way possible. So this is GameSpot. I was going to go to IGN, but I saw GameSpot, and let's just look at GameSpot. We can look at this cool dude. I'm sure this guy.
Think, Zamasu. Think. What will you have after 500 years? You, Vegito. I'll still have you.
So I was saying if I was rudely interrupted. I'm sure this guy is cool. But let's try a better setup, because obviously my computer's not ready for this yet. So I gotta save for that better computer.
YOSHA, baby!
It's
your boy!
We're gonna move down here.
Nindo X Soul.
Just like how I stream Legends.
What's poppin'?
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna flip around here. I wish it wasn't lagging though, that's the only thing. Let's close this completely. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that lags. Come on, there's people looking at me here. Come on. Fabian, no! Fabian! Listen, listen, when I planned this, it came out way better than Fabian, look at me. You too, JJ? Alright. Ash, you too? Alright. It's cool. It's cool. I'll live. Sorry. I got this. What's that Miles Morales song? On my own. Yeah, I got this. I got this. Alright, so this is on the screen now. Let me see if I can get the volume in here, because you do need volume. Without volume, it's real awkward. And then I should be set. You said, little man, hi. Okay. So at least get some audio in here, please. Hear what they're saying.
It was revived and cemented in Village, leaning full force into the supernatural elements that Resident Evil only toyed with behind the curtains.
There we go.
And it gets to be a little nice wink and nod to us
There we
Resident
go.
Evil nerds who caught it. And with no reasonable transition, let's talk about Chris Redfield. An overarching plot device in Resident Evil Village is Chris, who swoops into the opening moments of the game, killing Ethan's wife and kidnapping his baby. Chris is among the longest-standing characters in the franchise, first appearing in Resident Evil 1 alongside Jill Valentine. But the game to have the most defining impact on his character, shaping him into the bulky military head that he is now, is Resident Evil 5.
Vegito Blue can get out of here for a second, because I want Spider-Man or Megaman.
His military attitude
Alright.
and muscles.
So I'm gonna walk away for 5 seconds, literally. This should start in 10 minutes, I believe. So in the meantime,
But when Resident Evil 6 rolled around, it had completely
yeah,
lost the
JJC,
franchise
you're
with
young.
mind-blowing
You're really young.
early
You're young.
games,
You're not.
over-the-top action, and a sprawling cast of characters that make even a soap opera.
There's qualities to being old. You think being old is a bad thing? But what I got over you is experience. You know about that Marvel vs. Capcom. You don't see Spider-Man? He's running the screen. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm walking away. I'm gonna grab something to drink, guys, because nothing's happening for 9 minutes. Sorry for the quality. Still trying to upgrade my computer quality. It's gonna take a long time for me. But yeah,
At least it didn't have a
I'll be back
T-Rex monster thing.
before they show the new stuff. What's going on, Hydro? How you doing?
Obviously, Resident Evil Village carried a lot over from its
Gonna walk away
predecessor,
now.
Resident Evil 7. While 7 softly returned to its exploration and backtracking roots, its biggest contribution to the franchise was its change to a first-person perspective. Resident Evil 7 was the first true reimagining the franchise had seen in a decade
Stars,
since
I didn't
Resident
see
Evil 4.
anything.
But this time around, making it first-person, meaning all in on horror and lightly attempting to revisit the franchise's DNA with an emphasis on tight spaces, exploration, and arbitrary locked doors. This is something that Village doubles down on. More interesting is how the game is structured, showcasing Resident Evil 7's antagonists as a family front and center, with each foe having their own distinct area to explore and maneuver through. A prominent trait carried over into Village's narrative structure when being introduced to the Four Lords. Resident Evil 7 felt like an attempt to reposition the franchise with a new generation, and revisit old concepts in a way that was more palatable with modern gaming trends. It would have been risky for Capcom to put new players against a sprawling, intricate mansion filled with puzzles and backtracking, tropes that hadn't been seen in mainstream AAA games for decades at this point. But after 7's success, those very elements of backtracking, item searching, and exploration came back full force in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake was a no-holds-barred representation of what classic Resident Evil exploration and inventory management was, but built into the modern age, and now making a grander, more expansive return in Village. Lastly, we need to talk about Resident Evil lore, because Village is just bursting at the seams with it. In the final hours of the game, it is revealed that the main villain Mother Miranda's existence recontextualizes the backstory of the entire franchise. But no other game has made a similar contribution other than Code Veronica, one that I believe helped define Resident Evil's absurd and complicated lore that we know oh so well today. Resident Evil has grown to have a soap opera-like backstory that spans hundreds of years, involving Nazi-like virologists, cloning, estranged families, and bioorganic terrorism. And Veronica was the first to take it all and put it front and center, introducing rather theatrical and eccentric villains, opening the gates beyond just Oswald Spencer's madness and introducing Edward Ashford, a character, like Spencer, fixated on cloning and biochemical shenanigans. Basically, Code Veronica's Ashford family walks so Resident Evil 4 Salazar could run, and Village's Four Lords could soar. And, in many ways, Village's Four Lords, while still an iteration on 7's Baker family, feels closely akin in their theatrics and over-the-top personas to Code Veronica's Ashford family. Especially in the end of Village, when we learn Mother Miranda's impact on the entire franchise's lore, which is a lot to impact. This is similar to the impact the Ashford family had on Resident Evil's lore that interlaced alongside Oswald Spencer. Veronica had the most deepening effect on the game's lore at that time, just as Village has now, causing a ripple effect for what's to come in the future of the franchise. Now up to this point, with each new installment, Resident Evil has introduced a new idea, some of which were iterated on for sequels to come, while others were left behind as the genre shaped and molded. Resident Evil Village, on the other hand, has left none of those ideas behind. More than any Resident Evil before it, Village does the most to embody everything the franchise has been up to this point. Village is a culmination of all of it, every single element wrapped up and stapled together. Whether it works, well, that's up to you to decide. But unabashedly, and of course as a Resident Evil apologist at times, I love it. And while it does feel like a Frankenstein's monster, it is an encapsulation of the franchise.
I might have experience, but I have a potential. 1v1 me in Legends right now. I got you. I will show you potential.
Today. And it does a lot to push the franchise forward while doubling down on its past.
They really like Resident Evil. Are they still going to talk about it? Oh, these are re-recordings. Got you. Chiquilla, my baby. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? I've never played Monster Hunter. looks cool. I mean, I see dragons. At that point, it has to be cool.
I am Storm incarnate. My queen, my king, divine beasts with grace replete, finally the twain shall meet.
Love you too, JJ.
平たく言うと戦闘が面白くなかった。サンドバッグ状態っていうんですかね。
They're still talking about Resident Evil? Like, oh my god, dog.
絶対嫌われる。
I know the game is big. Oh
ビ
my
レッジが
god.
どうあるべきか死に物狂いであると。コロナでやっぱ
You
り
see, Hydra Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was trash, in my opinion.
そこで開発も
That's just my opinion.
ストップ
So,
家で悶々とビレッジのことを考えるしかない。
a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 would be amazing. I'm not gonna hold you, it would be
み
amazing.
んな集まった時に
So did I ever finish Resident Evil? No.
ダメだよね。のはみんな
You got a problem?
まあ、一致したんですよ。でそれでもうどうする
We gotta finish Resident Evil, Little Nightmares. I still got a PvP grind in Legends. So, for the sake of my sanity, I think we'll do Legends first since the season is gonna end, and then maybe it's gonna be a busy month. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
恐怖を与えられるかってところで、敵をどれだけ勢いよく恐ろしく追いかからせるかみたいなところに一番力を入れて制作していました。制作過程で一回フォーカステストという形で、一部のプレイヤーの皆さん
Hello, Rosie. Said Charlotte Super Saiyan Blue. I just pulled Vegito Super Saiyan 4. I thought I'll never pull him, and now I got my boy. Let's go.
考えることが
Les, you should went for Zamasu. Just saying.
で、そこでなんとか、直そうとして
You went after what you wanted, and you got it. I'm proud of you.
見ていただいたんで
Big
すけど、
dubs.
でその時にこれはまずいなと。
So one more week to my graduation, I'm free. Yes, yes, be a free boy.
とその内容っていうのが、やっぱあまりにも
So you can chase whatever your heart pleases.
初めてビレッジの戦闘を
So I've seen gameplay of Marvel vs. Capcom, never played it. That's a problem.
敵が多い。で、敵がすごく攻撃
I'm working with Zenkai Blue Goku. Bad, bad,
こっち
bad,
の
bad,
弾は
bad.
少ない。でしかもその戦闘
He's
が
staple in God Feet, so you gotta do
で、
that.
本当に面倒くさくてつまらない。
I was gonna hop on Legends for this last minute and 20 seconds, but there's no point because it's a minute and 20 seconds, and
そんな感じに見えました。
nah, stupid.
大きな変更っていうのは当然プロジェクトマネージャーとしては警戒する。
Oh, JJ, trust me, I'll play Marvel vs.
やっぱ
Capcom.
りその問題点が明確に見えている以上は
Trust and believe in
そ
me.
れを
Trust and believe in me.
最終的にゴールさせるっていうのは、
I've always
やっ
wanted
ぱ
to
り
play.
選択肢づらい
YOSHA, little
挑戦す
lady.
べきだろうなという結論にはなりました。
I've always wanted to play it on the channel, but you know I still need time to get a better setup. So
やっぱりちょっとやりきれてなかったんでしょうね。そのビレッジがどうあるべきかっていうのはみんなおぼろげに見えてきてたんですけど、作りきれてなかったんだと思うんですよ。やはり開発は自信を持って作っている。
LZ, my baby, welcome to the stream. What is going on?
何か意見するというと、やっぱりいい顔されないことが一般的には多いんですよね。で、カプコンはそんな
So my main was Beautiful Joe, Ryu, and Akuma. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I don't remember too much. Like I played it. I know they had an Ultimate Edition, but I never like played it. If that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense.
相当やっぱりこれは反発食らうんじゃないかなと。焦ってましたけどね。焦ってたと思います。
I never got like into it. But Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I grew up on. The first Marvel vs. Capcom, I think New Age of Heroes, that was good too. That was beautiful. Screen paused. What is this? This it? Starting? Okay, I think this is it. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, for the love of God, please. Give me something good. Alright, got the sexy logo on screen. Okay. Alright, yeah, Capcom. Yeah. So make another shitty Street Fighter game, please.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Puerico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village.
They still talking about Resident Evil.
Continues to pioneer the latest and
They
greatest
still talking about Resident Evil. Like,
the team has
I get
been
it.
blown
It's a
away
good
by the
game.
response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year.
I think she just summarized everything they're going to show, and it doesn't sound like they're going to show anything new.
Producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans. Another time. Bye-bye.
I'll see you, LZ. Ash, what they do, that's for, what's the word I'm looking for? That's to get people in there pumped in, because if you send the exact time, people are going to click it in the exact time. They want people to come in the chat and start talking early and stuff like that, and make it seem like it's starting then. That's why they were talking about Resident Evil Village for 30 minutes straight, because that gets people, like, into it, and then you drop the actual stuff you're looking for. That makes sense. I want to call it advertising, but I'm not sure that's the correct terminology.
We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in Survival Club. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil REverse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil REverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
So when I searched Capcom, you came up? What can I say? What can I say? What can I say, man? Woo! Too fresh, my shit. It's crazy.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story.
Yeah, Megaman went to Megaman X8, and then they left off on that cliffhanger, and then they went into the DS and did like the Zero games. But I really want a Megaman X9 where they show what happened, because they just left off on a massive cliffhanger and never did anything with it. Damn shit, why you crying, shorty? Damn, what's going on? Okay, I guess if I was surrounded by monsters, I'd be crying too. Okay, I understand a little bit. I get it.
He was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
Her family probably got killed. Yeah, alright.
Things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekola Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again.
Don't make me start playing Monster Hunter. It's too many games these days. Jesus.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone, and now
a mobile Monster Hunter game?
This is destiny.
So they're streaming E3 for, of course. Tomorrow's Nintendo and Bandai, so that.
The monster with the wings of ruin. It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are...
So Markel, if you want to hop in voice chat during that, we could do that too. So I know you're probably going to be excited about Nintendo. Hydra, you still got time, bro. You still got time.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
See, these games actually hold my interest for a little bit, but when I actually play, you see, yeah, it looks like a fun game, but then when I actually play it, it's different. So it's like, I have an issue with trusting games these days.
Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsters. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
That looks cool. That looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. This reminds me of Regalia, I'm not gonna lie. So you sent the game in a DM, I'll check it out in a bit. Is it a gacha game or like an actual, like,
Looks pretty epic, right?
I say that all the
How about
time.
that
Is it a gacha
announcement?
game or like a regular
The
game?
canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
She's saying monsters. Yeah, sounds like a good game. Sounds like a good game.
Let's go!
In console, I probably play it, but mobile, I haven't played a mobile non-gacha game in a long time. We're not looking too good here so far, I'm not gonna lie. For Monster Hunter enjoyers, yeah. And Resident Evil Village players who still are going crazy over the game even though it's out already. Yeah, but besides that, if I recall, Monster Hunter has like a lot of games at this point. I know this game's on Xbox, PS4. Monster Hunter's everywhere. I'm not sure when the actual first game came out though, like on which console or which generation it came out though.
there has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on
So I'm interested in 3v3 adventure fighting games. Matter of fact, bring Sleeping Dogs back. I never played Sleeping Dogs, but I know it was good. I know it was good, but I never played Sleeping Dogs for some reason.
Time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
So then, let us unravel this mystery. Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London. This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to. So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction. Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what happened here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection!
I always wonder if Danganronpa got inspired off this game, or if the same developers for Danganronpa made this game. So after this, do I stream Legends of Reset? I might. Depending on when the season ends, I might.
And 8 mini escapades, where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Let's see. I do have some work to do today, so I might stream at
While investigating
what time have I started streaming around now? I think like 10 p.m. I might do it around 10 p.m. Start grinding some PvP then.
Further examination, with the help of Ryunosuke's
That should be 10 a.m. for you, I believe, though.
and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock.
I used to stream at Reset, but then
Herlock will proceed to
I was so
present
tired
his
all the time.
logic and reasoning spectacular,
Because it is 2 a.m. for
a
me.
grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they summed up everything that's going on here. Honestly, it was a 10% chance something was going to come out of this that I liked.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery.
That I'll probably do to the side while I'm working. Because honestly, it's pretty easy, and I want to get those Zenkai souls too.
As players
You did use your medals, right?
evidence and
Before
observations,
the shock
Herlock
resets?
will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Yunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Yeah, he's almost dead, so I don't have much time.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
Summation examination take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds, too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light.
Hopefully part 2 is
persuade the
good.
jury to help prove
I
your
mean, if part
client's
2 is good, it could be both a good and a bad thing. You're going to be spending your CC probably.
Objection!
But part 2 is probably going to be something irrelevant
This is
to
just
what part
a
1 was.
small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of
They may change this time around, though. Who
and diehard
knows?
fans alike. Thanks for watching.
It already seems
Yeah,
like
another
I have
LF could be a
bunch of
good
games
and a
to catch
bad
up
thing.
on. There are some exciting
Messing
new
up the unit
adventures
for your
and titles
team,
to
but
look
at the same
forward to.
time,
Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom. But what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour, as well as Street Fighter
Oh,
here with
well.
competitive Street Fighter 5 player and host.
Okay, there was hope. I had hope. Now it's just esports stuff, and they end in 30 minutes, so. Yikes. Alright, well, I guess Resident Evil's carrying Capcom right now, so they're fine. Oh. I gotta wait till tomorrow, see if they do it tomorrow. Anyway, so by the way, I just one-shot LF Vegito Blue. On PvP with 6-star LF Zamasu. Jesus, I'm not surprised. Zamasu's insane. Zamasu's insane. Anyway, yeah, for Capcom, that's probably it. That's it. They're not gonna show anything else because esports is just gonna be like recaps and stuff like that, and probably like tournaments and stuff like that. But like new games, that's it. That's it. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I had such high hopes and expectations, but no. Anyway, I don't normally do streams like this, but I'll probably do it again for tomorrow with Bandai and Nintendo. That's going to be the big one. Bandai and Nintendo, they can't really let us down. Nintendo's always dropping bangers, so I'm going to take leave for now. Much love to you guys. It's your boy Nindo signing off. If you ever need anything, you know my Discord is right in the bio. Twitter's right in the bio. Feel free to contact me. We're going to sign off here. Unless we're going to watch recaps of stuff we're not going to be interested in. So, much love. Have a beautiful day. If you're looking for Legends, I'll be here at 10 p.m., which is like 4 hours, streaming some PvP grinding.